how to implement AI technologies in the processes of your company. The system which I'm going to share today has saved us 63% on labor costs. Whoa, tell me about that in 2022 and I would pay a lot of money for you for this advice. No matter what you do, no matter how big your company is, no matter whether you have a company or you don't, this might help you. Hi, my name is Anna Zakkery. Welcome to the channel. My company is dealing with digital marketing. For 9+ years, we have been helping online educators to launch online courses and to increase their revenues. So on this channel, we talk a lot about digital marketing, different variations and forms, and how to develop these skills if you are switching from 9-to-5 job or looking for a new career opportunity. So in this video, I'm going to share my personal experience, how I was able to implement AI technologies in my company and help the employees of the company to start using AI technologies efficiently. The system which I'm going to share today has saved us 63% on labor costs within 2024. This is a huge amount of savings. So if you're currently dealing with the issues like how to speed up the process, how to catch up with a growing market, how to reduce the labor cost, because in our case it was a big problem. All these three things. We have more than 90 people in the team and we all the time wanted to reduce the cost because it's a problem with management and it's a problem with costs, definitely. So that's why we all the time wanted to reduce it. And these step-by-step system helped us a lot. No matter what you do, no matter how big your company is, no matter whether you have a company or you don't, this might help you. So the first thing what you need to do is sit at the desk. This is what I did. I sat at the desk and then took a piece of paper and started to write. What are the key money-making processes in my company? When we talk about implementing something new and big and difficult, we need to find where we're going to do that at the first place. Definitely money-making processes, something which generate you a lot of money, which is a key process in your company. As far as my company does digital marketing, we promote online courses. For me, we have three main money-making processes which generates money. So the first thing is the moment of lead capture. So when we find prospects online within the help of digital advertising, this is the first step. We capture it, and then the next step is to warm up the lead and to be able not to lose the contact with that lead until the sales start. And then the third money-making process, which generates us a lot of money, is the sales itself. This is the sales of a digital course. So three key money-making process. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are a real estate agent. So what might be your three money-making processes where you can implement AI technologies? Process number one, how to capture the prospect. Where to find clients who are interested in a real estate or in the properties you have access to, sell, rent out, do whatever you need to do with them. So the first step. Then the next step is maybe to find the right offer, the right options of the properties for the client. For me, I've been working with so many real estate agents in my life and I hate to do so. Why? Because every time it's a pain in the ass. They just send you tons of links of somewhat properties. They think that, oh, you requested it. You said you want the building that was built after 2001. Okay, but I also said that I needed 3 bedrooms, I need that footage, and you just focused on one criteria. So this is a big problem for so many clients and they leave you just because you do not fulfill that term. So probably the step number 2 here will be to be able to select the right properties for the client, for them to be able to select from this list. The other problem might be to close the deal, to persuade, to close the deal as fast as possible, the speed of closing the deal. Same thing you can do in any other occupations. Okay, I hope this example is quite clear for you, and now it will be easier for you to understand, okay, what are my 3 money-making processes, which I would like to start with. The next thing, we need to find out what are the problems. What are the problems in every money-making process which you've selected. The first process, in my case, was the lead capture. So find the potential clients who might be interested in what we're gonna sell them. Find them online, YouTube, Google, social media, etc. So the problems are the lead price. So the cost of the lead is quite high. The next one is people do not see the advertisement at all because they're so spoiled. They don't want to react on advertisement as they used to. And then the other one is you have to test a lot. You have to create a lot of landing pages, advertisement, videos to launch the Facebook and YouTube ads. The next step is how to warm up the lead and to be able to contact the lead until the sales start. The main problem was that we have to create tons of materials, lead magnets, freebies, ebooks, digital courses, a lot of educational materials, and to fulfill the funnels. And this is one of the problems. So we have to keep working spaces for those employees who will do all that stuff. Now we can do that automatically, just like that, in any language I want, so fast and almost free. We pay just for the subscription. I'm gonna show you how we do that. The next step, for example, the next process for us was the sales. So the process of the sales. And the main problem here was that the sales department works bad. So leads are not contacted. So the processes are slower than they should be. It's difficult to find the closers and so on. So here are the solutions that we were able to find. You ready? I'm gonna show you right now the websites, AI softwares, which we have started to implement in my company that helped us to cover all those processes, speed them up, and helped us to reduce the cost labor up to 63%. Whoa! Tell me about that in 2022, and I would pay a lot of money for you for this advice. Okay, let's begin. Let's start with the first thing. If you remember, I mentioned that one of the main problems was to capture the lead. If you need to capture the lead, you need to do a market research. You need to understand the age, location of the lead, the interest, pains, desires, what do they buy, how often do they buy, the amount of salary, and so on. So previously we had to pay for at least $5,000 for market research every time we started a new market, a new project. And it took us about 2-3 weeks of work to wait till the market research will be done. Either we did that ourselves or we ordered that market research. Now we can do it just like that, just paying the subscription. It's quite low, and actually they allow you to do 1-2 researches for free. This is a website, SparkToro. SparkToro, this is the place where you can perform the marketing research. Let's say if I launch a product that is similar to Coca-Cola, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna research my competitor, coca-cola.com. You see, the program started to work. So lately, I've been in this niche for 9+ years. Lately, as I said, it took us, in good case scenario, 2 weeks to get all the information I'm gonna show you right now. But now it's gonna take me, I don't know, 1 minute, and it's just free. Isn't it amazing? Let's see. Okay, so what they have here, they can see how many people visit the website, different websites, what websites are related to this brand. Why do you want to do that? Because you need to compare your criteria, your numbers, with the numbers of your competitors. Definitely Coca-Cola is a well-known brand, but you select the competitor which are related to your company, to your brand. So we scroll down. Next, traffic, affinity, and domain authority of websites visited by people who search for Coca-Cola. So here we can see, you see how many visits, domain authority, and you can, if you click up here, you can see all websites, all websites, the long list. which provides you the full information, affinity, traffic, domain authority, linking websites. Okay, next, few hidden gems. Okay, let me see. These websites may be lesser known, but have high affinity to traffic ratio among search for Coca-Cola.com. So these are related websites which you might be interested at. That means that your competitor works with these services or with these companies. Is one of the things that might be they're working together and their name is listed on this website. Definitely, I have selected super popular brand. That's why we see such a high numbers, but still. Next, what else it allows you to see? It also allows you to see the keyword, like where or the social networks. People who search for Coca-Cola use these social networks. Just imagine you are launching, I don't know, okay, online courses on how to make makeup at home. You need to know where you can find that audience. And these software allows you to do that just like that. So they allow you to see where is the biggest share of your prospects, what social media they use. So here we can see that the top amount of audience of Coca-Cola, they watch YouTube. You see? And the lowest portion watch TikTok. Let's say you are more represented on TikTok. What are you gonna do next? You're gonna launch YouTube channel the same day, or vice versa, depending on what results we see. We also can click up here and see more information. If you just pay for the subscription, you will get more detailed information on each request. But actually, if you're just starting, if you are a marketing agency or you do marketing advertisement, this is all what you need. All free resources will be quite enough for you. So the other thing is people who search for Coca-Cola also follow these social accounts. We now can analyze, research, and see what my competitors also consume, what they watch, what content they like. So I see that people who are interested in a Coca-Cola, they also subscribe for Pepsi, Pizza Hut, Oreo. I can either collaborate with those brands, if I'm not Coca-Cola, definitely, if I'm a smaller brand. I can collaborate, I can research their content, I can find some really interesting ideas, I can comment under those that content, and so on. Let's go next. It's not all. SparkToro has a data on keywords that share affinity with a Coca-Cola. So what does that mean? So what is the most searchable keywords that they use in order to promote their websites, promos, whatever, anything. Here you can find all keywords that are at a high trend. People who search Coca-Cola are likely to watch and listen to follow YouTube channels, podcasts, subreddits. My gosh, that's a lot of information which you can use, and this is so helpful. So how we use it? Just as I said, we used to do a marketing research that took us 2-3 weeks and cost $3,000-$5,000. Now we do that just like that, just in 1 minute, right as I showed you. If you are in this industry, do it, implement it immediately. The next software which we have implemented, because we had the problem with testing, we needed to create as many landing pages, content as possible. This is AI generated landing pages. Very fast, super easy. We don't need all those designers. Like how many designers we had in the team? Usually we had up to 6 designers in the team. What was the cost of the labor per month? The average price we paid per one designer was about, I would say, $1,500 a month. So in total, that would come up to $10,000 a month or $120,000 a year of a cost labor for the design. Now we have it handy, we generated with AI. Definitely, sometimes it needs to be refined by a human, but this tremendously saves you time. You don't need to wait a month or a week until the page will be generated. So how to do that? Watch attentively. So this is tilde.cc. Just go online, Google it, @tilde.cc, you can see the address up here. And I've clicked on create a new website. And now you see you can create it manually. You can use that template or you can generate a page. Let's generate a page and I will show you how quickly you can do it. Next. Write a description. Okay, I've practiced a little bit and I wanted to create a website on a bookkeeping in the United States, bookkeeping services in the United States. This is one of the projects that we promote. Let me add some more information up here to be more detailed. Let's say end of the year, tax filing. What else we can do? Accounts payable, accounts receivable. Let's say like that. Next. Task. Create website in light colors, green, white, and black. Make it. List the services, testimonials, contact details. Now it's gonna generate a page structure. And let's see how this is gonna work. It's still working. You see page generation in process, and you can see in the live mode how AI changing everything. So you've noticed that I did not describe everything in details. I've just said I need very briefly, I need a bookkeeping website. I have 3 services, include testimonials and pricing. That's it. Now the AI software will pick the right pictures to align with the texts on the website, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, now we see that the page is ready. I have to agree that I will correct the generated text or I will edit it, and let's see how it goes. Okay, take control of finances, focus on what you do best while we handle the numbers. Not bad, by the way, not bad. Our professional bookkeeping services ensure accurate and timely financial records, so on. Get free consultation, perfect. Services we offer tailored bookkeeping solutions, including accounts, accurate and timely financial records, perfect. Increased efficiency and productivity, nice, I like it. About us, so everything what I need is here. All what I need to do, definitely I need to edit it, but how simple it is. What our clients say, nice, not bad. This is how it works. Isn't it magic? Pure magic. The last thing which I'm going to demonstrate today, not to make this video overwhelming. By the way, tell me in the comments, do you like these sorts of video where I demonstrate everything on the screen or write something for you, such a tutorial styled videos? If you do like them, and I will do more of them. So the last thing which I wanted to show you today is 11 Labs IO, how we use that software. It's a software that allows us to clone the voice and do a lot of voiceovers with the voice of the client whom we promote. So how that works. The problem is when you need to create a lot of content and you need to test different types of ads, you all the time will ask the client to make a video, do a voiceover, create an audio for me. But the problem is that they're quite busy people and they're not every time follow the deadlines, and this was one of the obstacles on the way. So how we were able to do that. Now with the help of 11 Labs IO, we are able to clone the voices. We take the sample of the voice and then we apply it on everything we need. Ads, tutorials. If something was in text, we can do a voiceover and now it's an audio. Or if something was in a form of the text, we made a voiceover and now it's a podcast. And that helps us to create more and more content. How it works. If you want to add a new voice, so you click up here, voices, and then choose what you need. You want to do a professional cloning. If you need to do a professional cloning, you have to go through the certain procedure that's gonna take like about 30 minutes. You go through that and then you have a very, very much similar voice to yours. Now you can implement it. The other thing is instant voice cloning. It's super fast. It takes about 2 minutes. For this video, I'm gonna go with that one. I will record the audio and then we will see how it's gonna work and what type of cloning it will be. Okay. 10 seconds of video is required. Okay, let's record that. Hello, my name is Anna Zakkery. I am creating this voiceover to demonstrate it to my YouTube subscribers. Let's create a perfect voice cloning, and I hope that this sample of my voice will help to ease up the work processes of my employees when they create a content for my channels. Is that enough? Okay, now we have the sample of my voice. What comes next? Click on next. Like what we need to do, we say that's Anna. Language, it's English. Hereby confirm. Okay, save the voice. Generate speech. Now I will create a text and then create a voiceover with the voice cloning which I have created. Let's say it was sunny day and I went on the walk with my dog. Suddenly, I saw a big helicopter which was landing on the roof of my house, of my building. There was Donald Trump himself. Okay, let's see how it's gonna be reproduced into speech using my sample of the voice. Let's see how it will be working. It was sunny day and I went on the walk with my dog. Suddenly I saw a big helicopter which was landing on the roof of my building. There was Donald Trump himself. Oh my God. Okay, you see, it's quite similar to my voice, and if you are not my mother or my immediate relative, you will even be not able to distinguish what I'm saying. Again, let's listen to it again. It was sunny day and I went on the walk with my dog. Suddenly I saw a big helicopter which was landing on the roof of my building. There was Donald Trump himself. Oh my God. So you can change the speed. I'm talking quite fast, so you can change the speed. You can change the stability, meaning that I will speak with more rises and ups in intonation. And similarity, you can put it on maximum, and let's see how it's gonna change. It was sunny day and I went on the walk with my dog. Suddenly I saw a big helicopter which was landing on the roof of my building. There was Donald Trump himself. Oh my God. Okay, here how it works. Previously, we had to spend a lot of time on Zoom calls to negotiate with online educators with whom we promote in order to persuade them to create a content which we're gonna promote and which we're gonna use in the ads. And we had to wait until they will have time to record it and to create that content we need. Now we have this one, and it helps us to clone the voice just in seconds. That is scary, and this is real magic, and you have to implement it. This helped my company, and I'm sure it's going to help you no matter where you are at the moment with the business you're doing. This is it for today. I want to know your reactions. If you guys are interested more in these tutorials and we can do more AI observation, I can tell you more about softwares that we use in my company. Just let me know in the comments, and see you next time.